Hey crew, Mark Hatmaker here. You locked down? Are you shut in? Are your only friends right now maybe a grappling dummy standing up in the corner? On your friend too. So I'm going to show you this. This is something we did recently in Raw 210. It's the most current volume I'm wanting to say. And we'll continue on. So we'll be running all sorts of variations of leg locks for the next several Raws out. Why are we doing so many leg locks? Because one, I love them. Two, my knees finally getting healthy enough and I'm running around and scrambling like a maniac right at the time the shutdown comes on. And three, since my knees got all screwed up, I think it's solely kind that I return the favor. We screw everybody else's knees up in the entire world. On the current Raw, we're talking about a standard root Achilles lock. When I say root, I mean the main one that we run to if we're doing, some people just call it standard foot lock and Achilles lock. There's many ways to get into it. We'll be covering that. Many ways to finish. And there's four broad attributes: the kicking, the splitting, and the hide it and the get shy. Here we're going to show you just one aspect of that. There's a few different approved grips for the Achilles lock, approved according to me. What the hell do I know, right? But we're going to I'm going to show you one of the approved grips and how to know that you're getting it right, and then we'll kind of nail. Let's take this down to the mat, please. The grip we're going to use is the standard. Once you have that Achilles set up, it's going to be like a standard sleeper on the. Hey, let me bring you in here, please. It's going to be easier if I go ahead and show this on a human being. Sit on your butt, fall back. I'm going to take this leg right here, and I'm going to do. There's four principles that go on with this particular grip, and I'm going to only emphasize one. So I'm going to show you. To be absolutely correct, which we do in the Raw, I would get four things right. Here, I'm only going to get 25% right. So I'm going to fail this class. So I'm going to do 3 mistakes and 1 right thing, because I'm giving everything away for free, right? All right, so the grip I'm going to talk about right here is the only one. I'm not going to do the get shy, the kick, or the split, but the grip we're talking about, we know we've been canny about how to get back here to this position. I've hooked up, I'm nice and tight, I'm on that tendon. The beauty of this one is you don't even have to be in that tendon. You can come up here to the meaty portion as well, which usually isn't the case. And we know I'm going to hook up with a sleeper grip, right? Now, to finish off with this sleeper grip, I would have to do all the other mechanics to finish everything out, obviously. But from here, usually, we can take a look at this. Mark is now he's getting 0% because there are 4 mistakes going on right now. One, I'm looking at you. 2, the legs are doing nothing. And also, I can see my wrist. Because I can see my wrist, nothing is happening. Meaning, even if all this rest of this stuff is pretty crappy, which it is, and I put some pressure on, only tap if you have to, okay? But squeeze, 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 right? I can see my wrist. That's the problem. I don't want to see my wrist. I want this all to be right in here. Ready? Haha, right? I did 3 mistakes, but 1 thing right, and I pulled a tap out of it, okay? Get out of here, chimp. What that thing that we're doing right is, if you can see your wrist, you've penetrated too far. So once you're hooking over on that limb, you want to keep that wrist back behind the limb that you're looking to destroy. And so whenever you hook everything up, this hand that's on top of the shin is pushing down on the shin. This hand that's underneath the limb, while this pushes down, that wrist goosenecks at the same time. So a lot of people do that, and you see them squeezing everything up nice and tight in here. And au contraire, my friends, you're going to go right in here, put down, up. And these are happening at the same time, and that gives you the pressure. Now that is 1 thing right out of 4. We put the other 4 things in there, let alone all the setups we talked about on 210, and that leg and foot gets ripped to shreds. Be careful.